got a flea. I got a flea.
This is another adventure of America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator, Johnny Dollar. At insurance investigation, Johnny Dollar is just an expert at making out his expense account. He is an absolute genius. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. To Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. This one's on the house. I wouldn't even bother itemizing it, except that the whole thing is probably tax deductible. The following is an accounting of my expenditures during my investigation of Bonnie Goodwin. Or, she was under 21, but that didn't mean she was involved with nothing but minor vices. Or, murder ain't minor. Expense account, item 1. $12.40. Scotch whiskey and cigars consumed at the surprise party arranged for me by working apart at my apartment in Hartford, Connecticut at 1:25 in the morning. Well, who are you? And which one of us is in the wrong apartment?
Neither one of us. I'm King Hart. I came down from New York to see you. I hope you don't mind my helping myself to a cigar while I was waiting.
Well, no, not at all. I'd even join you in a drink of my scotch, only I don't think I can squeeze it out of the cork.
I'll send you a case.
Send me a copy of your passkey while you're at it. Maybe I can drop in on you sometime. This verges on the illegal.
Let's not waste time trying to scare each other, huh? Let's talk business.
What is your business?
Well, that verges on the legal. That's why I need you. In your record, you're well enough known to do me some good. In mine, I'm too well known to do it myself.
Do what?
Find a girl for me.
Wait a minute. I'm in the insurance business.
So's the girl. She's a beneficiary of my insurance policy. This is a very unusual case. I was a sucker. The way that policy is written, I need her signature to do what I want to do.
Change the beneficiary?
Yeah. I'm all set to marry an honest dame. She's lovely.
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Hart. I get a habit to work for big insurance companies, not individuals. Sorry.
How come?
I can't look up your credit rating and Dun & Bradstreet
Up in this wallet. Go ahead. I'll be bashful.
Yeah, well, you're solvent. Corners of these bills look like a tally on a baseball scoreboard. 1 run on the first and then 3 goose eggs. Help yourself. That's a fact. Your money may be okay, but about your story.
What about it?
Look, there's any number of good licensed private detectives that you could have gone to. Philip Marlowe, Sam Spade, and Richard Diamond. And he would not only have solved your case, he would also sing you a song. Why did you come to me?
I thought you had me straight. I don't like detectives. I'm allergic to coppers, pro or semi-pro. So's the girl. Look, Dollar, all you have to do is find the girl, get her signature on the form, and bring it back. Is that so tough?
Yeah, my wisdom tooth still finds it a little tough to chew. I'd like to see the following.
Sure, I brought it with me. Here you are.
Wow, this is a motive-sized policy. 100 grand. How'd you ever get it, Mr. Hart?
When I took it out, I was a haberdasher.
Specializing, no doubt, in bulletproof vests styled by Hart and U.S. Steel. Oh, yes. Beneficiary, Bonnie Goodwin.
That's her.
Well, before I can start looking, I should know where she stopped being around.
Chicago. You'll find that and a lot of other stuff about her stapled to the back of the policy.
My, you're the very model of efficiency.
I should be. As a mob prisoner, I ran the accounting department at Leavenworth for 5 years.
Thanks for not being bashful about your past. Makes it easy for me not to be bashful about asking you this.
What's that?
My assignment in writing. I just don't want anybody to get the wrong idea about my association.
That's okay.
All right. You'll pay for the ticket. I guess I'm ready to take the ride.
How much?
A $3,000 retainer, and I'll bill you for my expenses.
It's a deal. And don't hesitate to travel first class.
Don't worry, Mr. Hart. Don't worry. Expense account, item 2. $65.32. Plane fare, Hartford to Chicago. Rent account item 3, $4. Cab fare from airport to downtown. It takes about half as long to get from the Chicago airport to downtown as it does from Hartford to Chicago airport. I checked into the ambassador where I intended to live, first class. And expense account item 4, $1.20. Cab fare to the Muriel Arms, a female hostelry where I didn't expect to live, but which was Bonnie Goodwin's last known address. Even at noon, it looked like a good place to start an investigation by either the police, the fire, or the sanitation department.
That's really going to sing on me. I stand my constitutional right. Yeah, why don't you give me an answer? Hello, Muriel Arms. I'm Graham. Let me know the 7 till 2:30. Hello, Muriel Arms. Back after 2:33. Muriel Arms. No, she isn't. She'll be back in 5 days.
Hey!
Yes, sir.
Where can I find the room clerk?
That's me.
Oh, good. I'm looking for a girl who used to live here. Her name's Good. You remember?
Oh, the little princess. Yeah, I remember. I'm trying to forget her.
Well, I find her. You know, she went from here?
No, yeah. One of the girls was on M. That goes on West Street. We'll hear it before you see it. I'm sorry, miss. That's all I got time for. These calls are piling up. Well, hello, Muriel Arms.
Where can I find Emma?
I'm Emma. What do you want?
Looking for a girl named Bonnie Goodwin.
She ain't around. You told her she wasn't wanted around here.
Well, that's your business. My business is to find her.
Who are you? The law?
Well, from the law of averages, the insurance business.
If you're selling insurance, you're going the right way. She needs some. Why'd you try to flag her apartment?
Not only did the Flagler apartments fail to produce Bonnie Goodwin, but so did about 18 other Wayward way stations scattered from the Loop to the far north side. She was an easy girl to follow, but a hard girl to find. One of the things I learned along the trail was that Bonnie's heart was apparently no express train. It made a lot of local stops. And one of the things I was reminded of during the teacher's search was a philosophy passed along to me by a tender age, by an old Pinkerton operator. He said, being a detective is 90% legwork, just like being a mailman with no address on the letter. Rent account, item 5, $14.95, shoe leather. My brogans and my nerve ends were worn to a frazzle by 8 o'clock that night when I went sniffing up my latest lead. It took me to the desk of a tasty little flea bag on 𝕯𝖏. Felt like you were picking up a 7-year itch just walking into the lobby.
Hiya, Sonny. Are you looking for somebody?
Yeah, and if I don't find her soon, I think I'll just sit still and let her find me. One of your guests, Bonnie Goodwin. You know her?
As much as I know any of them, I guess.
She's still here?
No.
Well, do you know where she is?
No, all I know is she moved out of here. As I asked her to this morning.
Tell me, what makes this kid so popular?
Makes me nervous. I don't like the people she brings around.
You mean me, Grandma? You mean you don't like her choice of friends?
I didn't say they were friends. No, I'm through talking.
Now, wait a minute. I've got to...
Now listen, little boy. I'm awful good at not talking when I don't feel like it. And right now I don't. Save yourself some time and get out of here.
Okay. Now I know what was wrong with that little Red Riding Hood
That
story.
old lady was yelling.
Grandma.
You scared me.
Boo!
Don't you say boo.
Hey, I think I want to talk to you.
No, don't bother me.
You were asking for a phone appointment. I'm a friend of hers.
Oh? Where can we talk?
Well, we better get away from the lobby window. Come on.
Where are you headed? Out of town?
Huh? Oh, the suitcase? No, I just came back for the last night. Bonnie and I took an apartment today.
Your roommate, huh?
Yeah. What do you want with her?
Wait a minute. Can you think of any good reason why 2 men should be following you?
Wait.
Don't turn around. Where can I meet you?
I'm going to meet you.
just long enough to get where we're going. Where's a good place?
The hangover house in Moose Park.
Who do I ask for when I get there? What's her name?
Jenny Page. Why can't I go with you?
I want to find out who's being followed, you or me. There's a hackster. You take the first cab, I'll take the second. They'll undoubtedly take the third, and then we'll know.
What did you find out?
Oh, nothing, Jeannie. Those guys pitched me the biggest curve since Lefty Grove.
What does that mean?
We took 2 cabs, so they took 2 cabs. One of them followed me, so it figures one of them followed you. Any idea why?
Now, wait a minute, mister. First, I gotta get you straight. I just picked you up on a hunch because you don't look like the other ones. Who are you and what do you want with Barney?
My name is Johnny Dollar. My business? Insurance.
Insurance? Who's dead? King Horse?
Did I hear a hopeful note in your voice, Janie?
Well, is he?
Like in my business, I've learned never to give a definite answer to that question. But, as far as I know, he's still alive. He was when I saw him yesterday. He hired me to find Bonnie because he wants to get her name off his life insurance policy. Simple as that.
That skunk. And what he put her through.
You can file this question understanding it's none of my business, but, just pity.
He built her way up and then he dragged her way down. She's still too good for him. For anybody who works for him. I'm getting out of here.
Maybe I told you too much about my business.
Just enough. You're trying to help King Hart take away the only thing he left her. If I have my way, she'll never sign away the money from that insurance policy. Good night.
This was the first chance I'd had all day to make anything happen. With a little luck, Janie Fage was going to finally bird dog me straight to the little chick who had flown so many coops, thus making herself so hard to find. As she started down the 60-foot length of the long, narrow bar toward the back door, I saw 2 familiar hulks launch out of their chairs up to the front door. They were after her, and too big for me, our opponents from that game of taxi tag. So I set about stopping them. I took advantage of the narrow room, the big crowd, and a little bitty drunk. I hated to do it, but I had to turn the bottle baby into a bottleneck. I hope he was too numb to care.
Hey, lay off the little guy. Come on, let me through here. Come on, get out of our way. We're coming through.
If you like mob scenes, it was a great go-round when it lasted. But it only lasted 40 seconds. And then we got upstaged by some off-scene action out in the back alley. The crowd went out to look. I didn't. Somehow I knew. My live lead had turned into a dead one. And the morning news flash over my hotel room radio read the funeral services over what little remained of my hopes.
Guns roared on Chicago's north side again late last night when 6 slugs tore the life out of a 105-pound brunette in an alley shooting reminiscent of the early 30s. Listed at the city morgue as dead on arrival, the body was identified as that of 19-year-old Bonnie Goodwin, ex-girlfriend of the notorious hoodlum King Hart.
In just a moment, we'll return to the second act of Johnny Dollar. But first, a burly sea captain, a fashion designer, a neurotic young gun collector, and a wealthy socialite. One of them very much dead. These are the elements Police Commissioner Bill Grant faces in his adventure on Call the Police tonight. Join Bill Grant for the thrills of the chase as he sets out to solve the case of the hero's funeral. And then take in Sam Spade's latest two-fisted adventure, well spiced with wisecracks. Bill Grant of Call the Police and Sam Spade, like Johnny Dollar, are regular Sunday visitors on most of these same CBS stations. Now, with our star, Charles Russell, we return to the second act of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
In an alley shooting reminiscent of the early 30s, listed as dead on arrival at the city morgue, the body was identified as that of 19-year-old Bonnie Goodwin, ex-girlfriend of the notorious hoodlum King Hart. And now for yesterday's baseball scores in the National
What you looking at there?
2250.
Looking at me like
Placed on one
that,
hotel room radio, which I punched from the
You see
dial.
me looking at you like
Told me that the
that.
girl I'd been using as a bird dog the night before was really the bird. That I had spent an hour with
Stop it.
Bonnie Goodwin
Stop looking
for
at
Bonnie